Hello, everyone, and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is Friedrich with another turn, or two turns. This is October 15, 1942. And if you watched the last video, I just automatically assume these things are going to be torpedoed. If you watched the last video, you'll have seen that I have some plants in Burma that are going to be pulled up. It's going to be pulled off today. Major action up there, hopefully in our favor. And then outside of that, I've got some amphibious shipping preparing for an invasion in the Central Pacific as well. Looks like we're taking some hits, some actual hits. Okay, we should be getting below this. I think this is deep water hacks. Not sure why we're not getting below that. Well, we take no hits, but we got some rattle. We got rattled a bit. All right. Some. Okay. So this is the first time he bombs night bombing, but we do have flak here. So that's good. We can. The first time in a long time I've pulled my fighters off night. Oh, let me finish what I was saying. Pulled my fighters off of night cap in Rangoon, and he all of a sudden, it's almost like he knew, sends in his sallies. All right, he actually has a battleship and probably several others hitting Wenchao. Let's see how this goes. Oh, just one battleship and then some destroyers. All right, we do take some damage. The base for sure takes damage. Wow, that's a pretty good hit for a single battleship. He does have Jake's here spotting. Wow. Actually, it's not too bad, but there are fires, so possible more damage. I'm gonna have to look at that, make sure we're not repairing, because I don't have the supplies to do that. Hmm. What are we doing there? My cargo ships are bugging out. Okay, that's strange. Or worse, my escorts are bugging out. Okay, it looks like we just only have nades here, so this is overkill here. Overkill. Look at this. I'm not even gonna watch this. These are nades. Look at this. I could have had these guys doing something a lot better. Oh well. All right, that I should have watched a little bit. We come he comes out better than we do here. That's a lot of Tojos. Hmm. Okay, so what we're doing here is all available bombers are hitting the ground targets here. And look at this, already some good hits. Now they're all disabled. We do destroy a vehicle. But I mean, this means this is AV. Well, maybe not non-combat, but this is going to mean this is going to pave the way for the ground units to hit it pretty strong. Yeah, see, this is pretty good. Even in heavy rain. Well, it is a clear hex. Okay, these are just sweeps that come in a little late. Well, really, they're elements of the sweeping units. So this should be significant. I mean, I'm hoping. Um, Actually, honestly, well, I was going to give you a spoiler, but I'm not going to because that's not fair. Just because I have one doesn't mean you should have one. Um, if I remember, I'll mention it at the end. Okay, again, just remnants of those sweeping units. All right, this is decent. 6 port hits, 4 port hits here. Supply hits are always good too because, you know, it means needing to bring in supply a little bit sooner than expected. Okay, significant damage here at Port Moresby with some additional supply damage there. Yeah, I'm hitting the port there, but it doesn't look like I did any damage to it. This is hitting the port. It is light rain. Okay, fuel. Yeah, overkill there. All right. That's why I like these LB30s on anti-sub activity because then they can um, hit those subs that are a long ways away. I'm glad he didn't put any other cap here. And these, okay, the nates really don't do anything to these bombers. These are the big heavies, so... Oh, nice. Destroyed a vehicle, 12 disabled. I don't know if that's tanks or not, but... He does have a whole division here. I don't know how many tanks are in this division. One thing about having this division the way he has it, just a single division here, is they're really all the attacks are on the singular division. They're not spread out over several units. So we're really getting into that division. Now this is severe storms. I don't, yeah. I'm not surprised we didn't get any damage there. Okay, I think that's it for air. Um, Come on, Seal. See, look at that. Now we're attacking on the surface. But this is this is what I keep talking about. Look at the size of this thing. It's one thing if we get a dud, but we totally miss. Okay, well, 2 shell hits into this cargo ship. Well, it is what it is. I don't know why I even talk about it because it happens so often. I should just say, hey, if we actually hit, then I'm surprised. All right, he's doing a deliberate attack at Wenchow. I don't know if that's advisable, but he's doing it. That's why he bombarded. That makes sense. Okay, let's check it out. Um, 1 to 5. Wow. Now he gets a lot of disablements, but very little in the way of destroyed. He's probably disrupted and fatigued, but yeah, we're disrupted ourselves, but yeah, wow. Rough. He has the AV to do it too. What I mean is he has the AV to hit us and recover and then hit us again. Well, we're holding, but I need to get my troops over there post haste. Okay, he's bombarding us at Rangoon, still taking some casualties. The idea here, we're coming up to it, so I'm going to take a second and say the idea here is to knock these guys out. I'm guessing they'll retreat here, but hey, if they retreat here, even better. And then we'll drive down into here, invest this, and then go ahead and assault it and drive down. By the way, by taking this, we'll cut off all supply up here, especially over this way, but up here as well. He can get it trickling over the mountains, but man, that's going to be very challenging for him. So here we go. 2nd British Division, couple of 3 brigades, so basically equivalent of 2 divisions against 1. And we've pretty much beat this thing up. There's a tank regiment in here that he must have just moved in. So let's see how we do. All right. He does retreat, but yeah, that ended up being really good. 5 to 1. Disruption. All that bombing must have helped, because otherwise it might not have even been 2 to 1. So that was good that we did that massive bombing run. Wow. 312 only, but we do have a lot of disablements. I'm gonna have to separate these guys out, let them recover. Um, But the problem is he's going to have the equivalent of a division, maybe division and a half per tier. So I'm going to have to bring in all the stuff that I've got in this area into Pegu to take this. I'm not sure what that. I'll have to take a look at that, but um, yeah, there you have it. Let's see, 109. This is half the division right here, I think. Maybe not even. Because if you look at the AV, he had, let's say, 300, 325, let's say. Now this, when you take disabled, yeah, we've knocked out half the division. I don't know how quickly these will recover. So I think we should be able to drive in there and hit him. This is clear also. These are clear hexes. So let's see how we do. Now we're bombarding up here. I haven't turned that off because, again, supply is limited getting in here. Might as well make it even rougher on him. All right, I'm going to take a second. We're going to look at some lost stuff, and otherwise, just like air losses, there shouldn't be any ship losses. I'll take a look at what's going on with those ships around Rangoon. But otherwise, I think it's on to October 16 turn resolution. All right, so we lost a lot of aircraft here, more than I would have liked, totaling 13. Now, a lot of it's ops, so these bombing missions down here probably make up a big chunk of it. Anyway, I can we can look at the detail in a second. I'm just pointing out that it's 13 to 13. But if you look here, air-to-air losses, these are probably all martlets, and we lost. I mean, he lost nine. The problem is these are only nates, so I'm not liking like the ratio as far as we're shooting down the pre-war stuff, and he's taken out some of our best stuff. It it happened because we were like really pushing to get into defeating that hex. So it is what it is. Let's look here at the details. Now this is 14. This is 13. And we'll say probably well actually this should be 9, so that accounts for it. 11 nates total destroyed, 9 in air to air and 2 in ops, and then he lost a Tojo and a Sally. That's it. We lost 5 martlets, 3 in air to air, 2 ops, and I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and take these martlets and move them out because they're just getting shredded. Parked here at Rangoon. We don't need them really anymore. These, but surely he's gonna bomb um, Rangoon, the ships we have here. So I'm gonna have to put up better cap. In fact, I'm probably just gonna evacuate Rangoon with my ships. It's gonna make it harder to defend them. Um, but he's gonna sweep. Man, it's a good thing we weren't here. He's gonna sweep Rangoon again. But actually, if we do long range cap and cap the ships as they leave, that's the thing to do. If we do long range cap and cap the ships as they leave, he's going to sweep again and we won't even be there. So that's what we'll do. Okay. Sorry. I'm getting off topic because I want to hammer this out. We lost a couple of B-17s. That's 3 B-17s. That's no good because we don't replace them. And then, yeah, we lost a couple of cert. Oh, wow. How did we lose east to flag? That's insane. Um, oh, they were spotting, they're on naval search. I bet they were shot down over here. He has carriers there. All right, let's see, A-29, Wellington, DC-3. Man, these DC-3s are falling out of the sky like flies. All right, it is what it is. How many pilots? 3 killed, 3 wounded. And then let's just check this. Whoops. Recently, well, this hasn't been taken away yet, but who knows? Um, yeah, this was that day we lost a bunch of stuff. Okay, that's that. And I just briefly, so you'll be on the same page as me. We had split up this task force. I wanted to unload at Rangoon, which we did. But this task force I broke off because we only had so much space to dock. And so this one bugged out because, out of fear of enemy aircraft or ships. So what I'm going to do is get rid of, I don't want to lose a bunch of ships again. He's got bigger and better stuff than we do. We're just going to head out as well, and I'll long range cap it, and we'll cross our fingers. There's no sense in doing what we did last time and leaving these guys here to just get utterly wrecked. But that's that. Uh, yeah, things are starting to. We finally broke through the wall, the barrier that was kind of keeping us from progressing here, and so I think things are looking up in the future here, Burma. I'm going to talk about the other part of the map after we run the 16th, because I could go on about things that are happening, but it's not going to happen anytime soon anyway, so hold on, and we'll get to it. See you in a second.
All right. It's October 16, 1942. Let's see what happens today. Yesterday, which is part of this video, we saw a defeat of the Japanese there in Burma, but got some other things moving, and a sub chaser that wants to sink. Nope, I guess not this time. Anyway, just see how today plays out. Okay. Nice. Only one torpedo in there. It says heavy damage, though. Who knows? I didn't hear it sink, so. It should be okay. The Royal Sovereign. I guess that's a key important word. Should, right? All right, the Pike got found here, not near Pescadores, but they couldn't get anything into us. And the Sea Dragon misses. I mean, if we can sink the AKE that we earlier spotted, I won't be too upset. Here we are in the air action, and I don't know what he's going to do about Rangoon or some other parts. Wow, that's a nice hit on the air base there. That is too. Wow, got some flak here. That means his anti-aircraft batteries are not out of supply. One of these days, man, my bombers are going to get trapped in one of these bases. I don't know. Pretty scary. 1,000 feet? What? I need to find out what I was doing with that group. All right, so I pulled out of Rangoon because I was afraid he was going to send in not only planes but ships in to hit Rangoon. And while I do have fighter cover there, I thought if he brought in enough stuff, he could tear up my fighters and get to my ships. So I bugged out of there. But it looks like he's not aggressively attacking that. I don't know. I totally misread that. Wow. It was a quiet air. I mean, we did our bombings, our usual bombings, but which reminds me, well, anyway, got to look into maybe starting to bomb Shortlands again. We'll see. But he's back to bombarding us, and this is certainly not as. Oh, wow. So he also brought in more troops. He had 400 something before, because I remember it was about the same. Okay. How is he supplying these tanks up here? I'd like to know. I mean, maybe he's out of supply. I don't know, but all right. We're trying to get into Pegu because if we can disrupt him in Pegu, we can keep him from supplying these troops here, and then we'll have we'll bag those two divisions. All right, bombarding up here because, as we know, he's low on supply, or he should be. I mean, there's no guarantee there, but he should be low on supply. Man, this is kind of a quiet day. Nice, Rangoon, Port 5. Okay. Well, I didn't lose any cargo ships today, so I guess I shouldn't complain. I mean, I shouldn't be upset that I got out of there, um, because we did drop off 15,000 supplies, roughly. We'll take a few minutes around the map. There's not much to talk about, but I did promise to talk about my amphibious group heading to Tarawa. All right, there wasn't much going on today, but since we're doing a full after action discussion, let's look at their losses. One ops lost to two, and what are those? Two Tojos from long range cover, and we did lose a B-25. Well, that's a shame. Okay, zero pilots. I don't think we destroyed that AKE, and there's nothing new on the list that I can see. Maybe you can spot some, but um, all right. So here's the plan. I've got a fast transport group coming, flying up at top speed. I was gonna unload at Abamama, but the problem is, if we do that now, we'll be using up our advantage of surprise. We got battleship bombardment group at Howland Island that as soon as the transports are starting to come up here, and maybe they're in this vicinity, we'll come up here and bombard with them. In the meantime, we're down here still filling up or loading. Now, this task force has our 3rd Marine Division, and it's fully loaded, ready to go. I hope we have the whole division. If not, I can finish loading it. 3rd Marine. Nope. Well, we can finish loading it. That's fine. What's left? Just some support. That's okay. Because I wanted to dock and load, and we can only dock 60,000. So what I'm going to do, we're not unloading. I'm going to create a second task force where I'm going to now load up the rest of the 3rd plus the rest of the 3rd plus some of this other miscellaneous stuff that's going to Tarawa. And we'll load up this as well as some more supplies because we should have plenty, and then we'll launch. So I'm going to say within 2 days we'll be setting sail to go up and hit Tarawa. And of course we're going to go at the speed of these ships, which my slowest ship I want to be 14 knots, and then we'll head up here and we'll make it happen. We're pulling the trigger on it. That fast task force, I'm just going to come up here and unload at Tabitawea. One of the reasons being that I don't want these guys to suffer. I don't know how this works when they're sitting here in strategic mode, but I don't need them to be suffering some kind of disruption just filling out on these destroyers. I don't know how, again, I'm not sure if that's a thing, um, but, but anyway. All right, moving around the map. All right, okay. So, because of advice I got that I already talked about, I'm bringing up some bombardment groups. I'm going to hit Tulagi and also Shortlands. I'm going to get within like 18 hexes. Then we'll do a quick drive and speed run and try to hit it hard. Okay. And that's coming up soon. We are getting spotting on this finally. So you can see the damage here is not repairing. We need to start looking at this again. So I'll just go ahead and do it now so I don't forget. Recon, Shortlands. Okay. Go back to getting sight on that. I guess we'll do, I don't know. I guess that's just one aircraft per day. Maybe we'll send out 2 aircraft per day. All right. And then these three, this triangle here, we've got Milne Bay. Man, that damage, I can't get up there. That's okay. You can see here 100 damage to the airfield, a lot of damage here. So we've got these three suppressed pretty good, and also Horn Island. There's not much to talk about there yet. Moving up to Burma, this armored brigade, I'm surprised isn't here yet, but we'll flip it to combat. He'll slide in here and hit whatever's there. I was hoping it would just only take 1 day, but I don't know. The rest of these are slowly, very slowly heading into Pegu. Wow, that's moving pretty fast. I may pause um, because some of these are moving in faster than others. No, I think it's okay. I think it's fine. We'll push on. I think we'll be okay. Because if he wants to attack, by the time he attacks, everything that's in these 2 hexes should be in there. By the way, the 46th Indian, where are you going? You're going southwest? Oh, they're going into here and then, no, you can't do that, buddy. That's not going to work. How are you going to get through this hex side? Oh, okay. He's doing. But, I guess we have to cancel move. Yeah, southeast direct. All right. I think that'll be okay. Yeah. It has the same road network. Yeah, it's jungle to clear, and it has the same type of road issue going across. So I think it'll be the same speed either place. We're slowly moving across here to hit these guys. And these guys are about to move out of that hex into this one, and then I'll have to figure out what I want to do with them. Because even though I have them moving, essentially I have them moving into this hex, but this armor will get here and blow that up. So we could probably bypass and come down to Pegu as well. Got artillery moving down this road very slowly. 2 regiments of it. We got more, but right now just the 2 in the area. And then some more reinforcements coming up the road here, further up into Burma. All right, my fighters were scheduled to long range cap this because I was expecting him to put his. Actually, I was expecting him to hit Rangoon, right? But he didn't, and I'm surprised. I thought he was going to sweep and then try to bomb our ships here because he knew they were there, but he didn't. So yeah, I'm going to start up the night bombing again. We've got over 50% moonlight, and we've rested our bombers. which are not these. But so see, they're rested enough. We'll put them back to work. We're gonna hit mole mine and unfortunately thunderstorms, but extreme overcast. It's just not. There's really no good place to hit. Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna. There's not much more to talk about here. We'll just see what happens next. This next the 17th when we resolve this turn. See how this plays out. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do. My fighters are fortunately not too exhausted, so we'll just for now we're just going to fly Cap in our own hex because I don't know what he's going to do. One of them's going to be Nightcap, and then the rest will just um, for daytime because I want to conserve the air units to hit Pegu next turn. Um, Something like that. Again, nothing's been decided. I just watched the turn with you, and I am going through what happened, but not necessarily fully determined what will happen. These cargo ships are bugging out. That's fine. These guys, I'm just gonna at this point say, what are you doing, man? Go direct. Okay. So, and then these guys. Oh, I know what now. Turn to Calcutta. And then these guys can uh, cancel follow. And what do we have in the way of fuel here? Go to Akyab, fuel up, and then go ahead and go to Calcutta. And these guys, I will do absolute direct because there's no need to do this weird maneuver. Just go in because here's the thing: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll get into Akyab easily this turn. It should be. Um, you know what? I'm gonna just do that for now. We'll just go in and refuel. Okay. And then I'll figure out what to do with them from there. Probably go to Calcutta, but anyway, yeah, should be okay. See this? I was worried about. Well, you don't see much happening here now, but what I saw before was like a carrier and some other cruisers and stuff. So I don't know what he had here. Plus all the planes. I thought he was gonna plus whatever planes he has at Chumphon. I thought he was gonna hit us our ships. That's why I got out, and then I thought he was maybe going to hit him out here. That's why I flew long range cap. But I think we're good now. These guys, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and put them all on replacements. That may be hard to get in here. What's our supply situation? We've got pretty good supplies here. I think we're okay. We'll see how it goes. All right. By the way, one last thing. He stopped his attacks here because he's probably low on supply. Our Chinese corps is moving extremely slowly. I'm going to say it's going to take 4, 7, 10, 13, 2 weeks to get here. By which time it's probably too late, right? But it is what it is. All right, good enough. Um, Yeah, we're rebuilding that, but slowly. With 28 engineers, that's surprising. Unless it's due to the supply being low, probably that. All right, we still don't have this supply. The Burma Road is open. which means a free 500 per day supply, but I don't know where it is or how long it's going to take to trickle up into these places. Um, Plus, we're flying in supply very slowly. I don't know. We'll have to just see how it plays out. In the meantime, okay. In the meantime, China's China, and the supply here is pretty terrible. I may have to just evacuate. Yeah, I think I'm going to. There's nothing more here for me. But we're giving him level 5 fortifications. But that's okay, because what good is fortifications can do me if I have no supply? So I guess we'll pull out and maybe get here or here, one of these two hexes, something like that. Um, I don't know yet. I like the idea of just sitting here holding him up, but but it looks like he's closing the noose, whatever he's got planned. All right. Thanks for joining me. We'll see how the 17th goes, and I'll talk to you next time. By the way, the carriers look to be less than a week away from being upgraded, and we can start operations again in the South Pacific or wherever else that we need to send them. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.